Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. It's probably going to be on my end.
Freaking Southern internet and whatnot. South will rise again, my ass.
Yeah, the South ain't doing no rising right now.
All my fellas. All my fellas. All my fellas. All my fellas. All my fellas.
Shit. That was a dark joke. But yeah. Well, what's up, guys? We've been away for a while. There's a perfectly good reason for that. You know, acts of God and shit. Welcome back to Thunderbolt Radio. We're going to do a little recap episode in between. We're going to do the Build Fighters Try episode next time. And we're going to try and condense it all into one instead of a two-parter because we got other stuff that we're going to jump into. It's going to be awesome. But anyways, I'm Jan, a.k.a. The Gunpla Stop. We got Seth, Ready Builder 2, back from his Amish vacation. And we have J-Hound. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. How y'all been?
I think Seth is kind of the outlier for that. It's a loaded question right there.
I got hit by a hurricane.
He got hit by a hurricane.
I got hit really hard by a hurricane, and I was out of power for almost 8 complete days.
Damn.
Man.
So, and the worst part, like all jokes aside, I know North Carolina, parts of Georgia, and Florida got hit way harder than we did, but I'm on well because I'm out in the country. So when my power went out, I lost water too.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, ain't that some shit?
but man, I will tell you one thing, and I think this is a really good platform to talk about it. The amount of people in the community reaching out to me on Discord and Instagram has been entirely, completely humbling. And I have a lot of people to thank because people reaching out like that in a hard time really made the whole situation a lot better. Like, I didn't feel isolated or alone going through it. So it meant a lot to me, and it touched me in my feels, you know?
Oh man, he's going to cry on the street.
Hey, I might, man. I was genuinely surprised by how many people reached out to me daily asking if I'm okay, and even in our private Discord, people were offering to send me boxes of food and water. The shit was wild, man.
But nobody offered to send you some toilet paper? Ridiculous.
I understood that reference.
That's a double reference, by the way. If you all have been paying attention, the reason why I say double reference is because Homeboy works for and wait, actually, well, beep, scratch that. Homeboy works for some. I'm gonna beep it out. Don't worry about it. But Buddy here works for a company that makes toilet paper in the U.S. Crazy that oh my god, they make toilet paper within the U.S. is crazy because that's actually where it comes from.
How about that?
It's wild,
crazy,
unheard of even.
It's crazy. But yeah, man, glad to see. Crazy, but glad to see that you made it through okay. That even though you didn't have any power, I know you sent some pictures. That you showed some pictures about some of the down power lines in your or down trees going across power lines in your area. Right?
No, that wasn't my area. That was my property.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it was your property. Line. Yeah, that was my power.
Damn.
Yeah, and actually,
or lack thereof, but yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, man. We still have people down the street from me that don't have power, and it's rough, man. I'm thankful for what I have, and in the meantime, while I have power and others don't, I'm still going to do everything I can to make sure that other people get through this. And all the excess water I have, I'll be donating, and any excess canned foods that I can get a hold of, I'll be donating and helping people out. Just it's a rough time. So now that my house is back in order, I can start doing foreign help. Little jab at the government there. Take care of those at home first.
Oh boy.
Oh yes. My gosh, we might have to beat that.
It's dicey.
Oh shit,
it's dicey today, boy. But you're right. I to give you some context and perspective here. So I grew up in Puerto Rico. from birth through my almost my 18th birthday. I was in Puerto Rico, and I've been through my fair share of hurricanes. And trust me, like I've seen relief or lack thereof, and the speed or not speed that they decided to do it. And then my parents went through Maria, and it was kind of painful to watch. And get support where you can get it, and it just sucks whenever that framework that's supposed to be there for support just doesn't really do it, and or it doesn't do it at the speed or effort that it's supposed to. But be that as it may,
and again, that's another shout out I want to give. Like, so I'm in South Carolina. I don't mind people knowing that, and we always have hurricanes get close to us, especially with our close proximity to Florida and Alabama that usually get tore up. But our emergency relief teams that came out and helped out were absolutely phenomenal. I don't think they could be doing any better of a job. The same thing goes for the line workers that are trying to get people's power back. It's, man, for us that never really get hit, I'm surprised at how efficient things have been, because it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like things could be worse. Thankfully, they weren't. And yeah, man, just shit.
But I'm alive. I'm well, and I'm glad to be back.
Hey, man, I'm glad you're back.
Right? I'm glad you're okay. Because I'm like, every time there's like a storm or something, because like I live in Louisiana, so I'm just like, is this the one that's going to be bad for me?
Oh man.
But hey, like, thankfully, and right now, I don't know if by the time this episode hits, it's no pun intended, but it's likely that Florida would have already hit or start being actually hit by the next storm that's kind of on its way.
Yep.
So it's just thoughts, prayers, best wishes with the folks out there, and hopefully, it's not as bad as as it can be. But
yep.
Going from a somber subject to something a little more lighthearted, we're back. It's gonna be a nice, fun schedule for like the next month. Trying to play some catch up and get some material out for you guys and get some more content. Just so you guys can hear us just bullshit and ramble for the most part. So this is gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be a catch up episode. We're just gonna go through the motions. It may not be like a full 2 hour or whatever thing. We're just gonna really catch us up. And Seth actually. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out. And Seth actually has some pretty cool stuff that he did while he was on his low power vacation. And oh, bro, are they good?
Yeah, it was my scribing tool, and it almost went through the top of my foot.
Oh man.
Oh my god,
that would have hurt.
Man, every day you gotta fight. Every day.
Man, when I first got into this hobby, I actually dropped a pair of those like cheap Chinese nippers, and they fell straight down into the tip of my foot.
Dude, I don't, man.
Almost had a. We'll be right back. Type of moment there. We're back after these messages. And it's just like, we'll be right back.
Okay, we're back after these messages, and it's like the really chill.
Just like Seth's open mouth scream in the background.
We come back. I'm just red in the face, tears slightly streaming.
Dude, the fucking that what is it, that meme with the kid that like veiny? He's just like.
I know you're talking about like trying not to talk. It's like when you already coughed 3 times in class and trying not to cough anymore.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god! You remember during the COVID times where it's like, man, I ain't trying to cough out loud because then people are gonna think I have the vid.
He's unclean.
Oh, man. He's unclean.
Shun him.
He's unclean.
He's unclean.
So, all right, let me lasso us in real quick. So, like, Here, yeah, like where we'll talk about a few things. Like, hey, what if we bought anything or got any new acquisitions? I'm gonna go ahead and lead us off real quick. So, in the time that while we were off the air, I was able to get lucky enough to buy that my local Target had both Requiem of a Vengeance kits and built both of them. I'll tell you this much: the Zaku, surprisingly enough, is my favorite, my preferred one. It's like a chunky boy, dude's freaking wide. If they don't make a goof, I'll be real disappointed.
Same.
But this thing is definitely only a face only a mother could love. Like, it's kind of ugly. Yeah, but the parts count's insane. Very little amount of stickers. Posability is wild. I'm pretty sure Mecha Kago to be like, it's the best Gunpla ever. But
Gundarium tier.
Gundarium tier.
So, and that's actually something really surprising to me that you managed to get a hold of them before he did. Because normally,
Because Stateside got these first.
How about that? I'm actually going to try to
Wow.
go to Target this weekend to get one.
Netflix special, baby.
They didn't have
Yeah,
them
I
at my
love it.
Target.
Hashtag America, baby.
America!
Fuck yeah. There you go. So, but yeah, no, it's pretty good. And then on top of it, also, a little shout out to Leaping Panda. I use code GUMPLASTOP for 15% off. Out here.
Plug.
He was able. He got a small amount of the 30-minute fantasy Lieber Holy Nights in, and I was like, let's give it a shot. And I built it last night. I didn't build it all the way. I didn't put all the gold parts on it because.
I noticed that. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Wow. I am.
Damn. He's making fun of my English on Hispanic Heritage Month. How dare he? It is Hispanic Heritage Month. It's so funny thing for for Hispanic folk, because evidently they only give a shit about us half the time. Actually, I'm gonna give you a hot take. They only care about us during election year. And don't get mad at me in the comments because you know I'm right. Secondly, it's halfway through September. The second half of September and the first half of October is Hispanic Heritage Month.
Wait, y'all don't even get... Okay.
Interesting.
I just work here.
Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they're like, hey, get the brown folk that time. They don't care. Whatever. So, anyways, yeah.
Shout out to Tech Mario.
Mobile Suit Mario.
Just start.
Hey, Mario.
Just start name dropping Puerto Ricans or something. Like, yeah, my boy Hector represent.
My boy Hector Corsola.
Say, Miles Morales, I love you.
Miles Morales.
Oh, I don't know him.
No, Miles Morales, he can celebrate 2 months.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I picked one up and I started build and I built half of it, and then when right as I was gonna begin to put the gold parts, I was like, man, this is looking real nice, and I really don't want to just like build it and throw it. So I took it all apart, and I started like separating. I'm like, all right, these parts are going to be stainless steel using AK Interactive. These parts are going to be polished aluminum or whatever, AK Interactive, and then these parts are going to be Star Bright Gold. These parts are going to be metal yellow from Husky. I basically partitioned like 5 or 6 different colors, and I'm like, I'm just gonna paint it. But I'm not painting like the base guy. That one I just like top coated and flat. But then all the metals that I'm throwing in there are all going to be gloss. So there's going to be this nice little contrast of finishes. Because I'm like, man, it looks too good for me to like not do anything with it. So yeah, it's sitting right next to me on the little cat scratchers, half primed already. I have to finish priming everything else, but I'm gonna finish that thing tonight. And then I'm gonna panel line it, and then top coat it again. And it's gonna be sexy, it's gonna be beautiful pictures, and it poses so beautifully. And what bothers the hell out of me is that I was like, man, I'm not really a fantasy guy. I'm not gonna do that. And then all it took was watching Freerin, Delicious in Dungeon, and was it Misoko no Tensei, whatever, Jobless Reincarnation? I don't
Yep.
really care.
Job's reincarnation. Yep.
Whatever it's called. Those three to like really, I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool stuff. And so here we are. Like Jayhound got me into freaking not the List of the Dungeon. What was the other one? Freerun. Like I think you recommended Freerun to me. There was this coworker of mine. She recommended the List of the Dungeon, and then Jobless Reincarnation was kind of like Jayhound and a few other friends of mine were like, you gotta watch it. I'm like, sure, whatever. And so here we are, freaking doing fantasy kits. Shit.
They make more.
No, I'm well aware
Cool
because
stuff out there.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the Rosen to like drop because that one looks sick. Because who doesn't like a Dark Knight, man?
The Dark Knight.
A Black Knight.
You know what?
Black.
I actually have their Black Knight from 30-minute missions before they realized they were going to be doing a whole line of this. Maybe that was like the night they came out in the Black Knight.
Like
Maybe that was
like the Spinatios and stuff like
yeah,
that. Like they were like
the beta test.
Probably, man, because like these are really good. Like I know that there's a lot of people that like 30-minute missions, but I'm gonna tell you this line I think it's better than 30-minute missions.
So like I said earlier, I think it has more personality since it's knights instead of like faceless mech soldier guys. But I also just like knights in pseudo-European fantasy anyway. So there you go.
Well, and I mean, Bandai's already got the market on like mecha model kits with the Gunpla line. Like, do we really need? And I know some people out there really like the 30-minute mission stuff, but and I really like their option set too. But it does really have a lot in common with like the new, or I guess entry grade has a lot in common with the 30-minute mission stuff. But I think the 30-minute fantasy, like you were saying, it has its own like personality and soul to it. It's something different. And for those of you that like Dark Souls, check out some of the stuff that's coming out because you might be able to build your own Dark Souls model kit.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
More stuff to buy.
Oh boy.
Out here doing Bandai's work for them.
Bandai out here like good.
Hey, listen, I buy enough third party. I gotta represent Bandai sometimes. That way, Mr. Takashi doesn't come and arrest me.
That's right,
bro. That's probably what happened. Like when you lost power, like random time was Takeshi Iori coming in, freaking closing in on your compound.
Oh man.
He's like Takeshi Iori is like, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, that's kind of what I've been up to. I built a few other. I think I was able to snag a few kits here and there. I sold one or two, but yeah, man, that kind of rounds out that, man. What about y'all? Any new acquisitions?
Yes. So I finally picked up a unbuilt high grade Cosmic era Destiny Gundam. And I told you guys about it, but it's like every time I go to Hobby Lobby, every time there is this one Destiny Gundam, and it's been there for months. And basically, it was just after I watched the Freedom, like the Seed Freedom movie, I'm just like, bro, Shin stocks are up here right now. Shin is back in session. He's back in fashion. So I'm like, he was already my favorite character. So I've already bought every Sword Impulse kit that Bandai has made. I have every Sword Impulse. I'm even going to get the Debon one. You know why? Because I am who I am. So I finally bought the Destiny Gundam because I looked at Tori and I was like, it's taunting me. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, every time we come in here, there's only one Destiny Gundam in here. It's like, it was on the, like, behind the other boxes and, like, just not really visible once you look for it. Now it's dead center up front, like right in the middle of all these shelves. I'm like, I'll finally get it. 40% off, I'll get it. So now he's here. And I will eventually build it, and it'll be cool. And then I'll beat off, like, what? It was like three or four of the Black Knights by myself? Yeah. 3? All right. Fuck them.
Because Hilda got 1, and Atherin got Mr. Serpentine. Shin got the other 3.
Gotcha. Bro, that was so cool. But anyway, other than that, and for people that didn't like Shin, when Destiny was just Destiny, hey man, look, he got every reason to be mad. Just letting you know. So other stuff I bought, let's see, I bought a bunch of Ultraman manga, and I built an Ultraman kit. It's like, hey, these are cool. I like these. Like now that I've actually finally built one of these, it's like, yeah, awesome, excellent. But
Told you, man, they're great.
like now I'm glad I have as many as I do, and I'm pretty sure I just broke something, but I'll find it later. Okay, we'll fix it. Yeah, okay, I broke it. Oh well. But this is fine, and it makes me excited for more Ultraman kits in the future because this one has like the option to put the LED in there, and it's got to get the right batteries. Um, I have a hard time deciding if I like Taro more than Ace though. They're like neck and neck for me for different reasons. Let's see, other acquisitions. I got a bunch of P Bandai stuff, like the Burn Lapis, the Silver Bullet. It's the unicorn one. I forgot the guy's name though. It's like Gale Chan or something like that, right?
Oh yeah. Gale, it's Gale Silver Bullet from episode like 7 of Uniform.
Yep, that guy. I got his Silver Bullet, and then I actually got the 3 Black Knight Squad guys that Shin fought. I actually bought that big kit. The box looks cool. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but it looks really cool.
So do they come like is it? This is gonna be like a freaking. Remember that one time we all did that group build with Princess of Xiong, and we were all building Guel's Delanza, and I was like, I'm done, and I put it like all taken apart.
Say, okay, so like, I mean, they're in there and say whether you want that to be like pre-Shin or post-Shin, that's on you. But like, so I'll probably build them up and put them squatted up, like kind of like the Power Rangers that they look like. I'm waiting for the Calrea, I think the white one to come out. That shit looks cool,
Dude,
yeah,
that thing was tough, man. I'm like, I need that. And like you hear the comments on, you hear the people on the internet. So first of all, man, the American Gumball community, man, these guys don't know when to shut the fuck up. But they're like, oh, but it looks basically like a white Sinanju, and I'm like, and that's bad because like that thing was cool as shit. What are you talking about? Sandwich parts? Shit. I'm like, let's go, man.
like,
Let's go.
I mean, it's fine, whatever, dude. Like, it looks cool. Judge it by its own merits.
Yeah, you don't have to buy it, if. And then like hey, you're not like I think people get this like main character BS going on, like oh, it's all made for me. I'm like, no, man, it's not all made for you.
Like when people think it's like not that something is bad because of a reason, but it's bad because it's not for them or they don't like it. And it's like, oh, okay, that's not the same thing. But anyway, I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna enjoy it. Oh, and along with that, I'm looking like just thinking about stuff I'm looking forward to. The Murasame Kai. I saw the box art of that, and I saw the Calrea box art was cool too. But like, bro, I need it. I was excited for that like when they first announced it anyway, and then it's just, bro, it looks so good. It's like, hey, this is a mass production suit. This shit looks clean, bro. This is like if my main character piloted this, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, like I want to like get a few of those and I don't know, like do some head swaps on it.
Whoops.
Like see if not that I don't like the head that's on it, but I think the V fin is a little kind of like wild. It's one of those that we're man.
It's more like an
I hate saying
Astray.
this out loud. I was about to say, I was like, it's one of those that like an Astray head would probably fit it better. And I hate fucking saying that.
dude.
I hate saying the fact that because I've built an Astray now, a master grade,
Dude,
I'm gonna build 3 more.
His tastes are changing.
I feel really slow, but I saw the Morrisai transformed, and I'm just like, it's a Zeta. It's a Zeta variant. It's a Zeta.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it just dawned on me, like looking at the images, I was like, oh shit, it's a Zeta. Neat.
Yeah,
We'll
man.
buy that.
Yeah.
I like Zetas.
Oh yeah, the Murasame Kai was like definitely like friggin' seeds. Like, hey, by the way, here's the Zeta Gundam.
Bro.
Actually, the Murasame is definitely the Zeta.
Look at the
and
shield.
then
It's like
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
man, yeah,
it's a Zeta,
oh yeah,
It's a mass
And-
production Zeta.
like
and then
a
the
stray Zeta.
yeah, and then the Murasame Kai, the new one is like just a Zeta, the Zeta C1.
Yeah. So,
It is
I'm
a
I'm
Zeta
mad
that
at
has
myself
gone
that it took me
astray.
that long.
A Zeta that has gone astray. Oh my god.
Oh.
Maybe the ones that were led astray were the ones we met along the way.
That rhymed. I kind of like that. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know
bars,
what it
baby.
means. I don't know what it means.
Yeah, bars, baby.
It's like, what does he mean by that? Who knows, man?
Like, hey, man, who knows, bro?
It's up to you to determine what my words mean for yourself.
Yeah, Lord knows everybody else trying to tell me what words mean and shit. I'm just like, hey, man, I'm tired.
It's because
Trying to
English
figure
not
this
your
out. You
first
tell
language.
me, yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Damn.
That's actually that's Gumble Stop lore right there.
That's lore accurate. You know I keep up with lore. Just saying.
Canon.
It's a canon event.
That's a canon event right there.
Oh, God.
Wait, this man doesn't know English.
Shun him.
Oh shit. Oh, so Seth, you got any acquisitions? Any more any poverty grades that you bought? No.
Yes. Let me try to speed run this. Kukuru Dwan's Island Blu-ray came in.
That's not poverty grade.
Witch from Mercury seasons 1 and 2 Blu-ray special edition steel case came in.
That's poverty
Let
grade.
them cook.
Okay. Here we go. Debon
Yeah.
H2 Mega Size.
That's definitely poverty grade.
Poverty grade.
We back on the
and
streets
then-
with this one.
Yep.
Back on the street.
But you're going to be proud of me. So my local hosted literally the day before the hurricane. So the hurricane hit us Friday morning. Thursday evening, I was able to go to the mobile Gundam base at my local. And I got the workshop version of the Granddaddy, which was kind of fun to sit down and talk with people while I built it. You got me saying it, damn it.
Built is past tense because you did it then. You're not doing it now.
Yeah.
So when I said built, I was correct. Y'all are the ones that are telling me that I'm wrong. Don't tell me that I'm wrong. I learned this language. I learned this language when I was cognizant.
No, the grammar was incorrect because you said I didn't build all of it. I didn't build all of it. That's what you said.
I didn't say that at all.
That's
You know
what you
what?
said.
You know what?
This is being recorded.
No, I didn't say that. Hey, chat, clip that.
Oh my god.
Added to the soundboard. I picked up the entry grade FOO new Gundam with the long fin funnel. I like that. I built it while I was out of power. I got the EcoPlus recirculation Exia master grade, a master grade from Bandai.
It's crazy.
That's rarity.
Crazy.
Just finished
Crazy.
it today. So
You know what? You need to get yourself a nice little puck LED for those, and the ones you put in there. Get a purple one. I'm trying to buy a purple one, but a magnetic one.
it's got an LED in it, but it's sad with a dead battery, so it kind of flickers.
Man, and everybody out here not buying enough LR41s, man. Amazon, $5 for a 12-pack. Get it.
Oh man!
I thought that was targeted at me. It is true though.
Hey man, if the shoe fits, bro.
You know what? They told me it was a good replacement, and then it wasn't. So don't.
You trust the
37
Target?
Well, okay, so I Googled it. I was in Walmart looking for the batteries for the LED inside of Ace, and then it's like, hey, they don't have the LR41s. So what's a good replacement? And somebody was like, oh, the 377 has the same dimensions. It's a replacement. So I bought some, and them shits were like $8 at Walmart, like for the fucking Duracell 377s. I'm like, and it's just a 2-pack. And I was like, I bought the motherfuckers. And I could hear them jingle inside of the fucking LED unit. I'm like, that's not powering shit. And I'm just like, I'm over here, bro, like fucking shaking like a Polaroid picture. I'm just like, I hear the shit, bro. and try.
Shaking like a Polaroid picture, bro.
And then like
Oh
I
my
tried to turn
god.
it on, nothing, of course. So then I got Jan to actually, send me a link to some LR41s that actually work. So I'll buy those. I was really excited to
Oh
get the
man.
dude
So,
powered up too, so it really bothered me. But anyway,
because like every once in a while, when I know that I'm gonna like for example, when I did the Ultraman kits, I knew that I was gonna need LR41s. I buy like I buy enough
hmm
because I know because like I'm not saying that you didn't. I'm saying like I get redundant with it
no, you're right.
because like what if I don't know one of them sucks or what if one of the batteries that I use for my stuff goes out and I decide I got a wild hair on my ass, go like let me pull this kit off the shelf and pose it with the lights on or whatever. And yeah, like I have a mind to go back to some of my double O kits and basically wire in an LED and just kind of like put a small little base next to it and just like press the button. But nah, man, yeah, like getting an LR41 from. Oh, and by the way, there are. Um, I did a review about this. This is a soft plug for the rest of my YouTube content. But there is a video very early on when I started doing content for Gunpla that I compared the Bandai LED lights to this brand called Yeekow. It's a third party brand, and they're actually brighter than the Bandai ones,
Mm-hmm.
and they come and they come in a 5-pack of different colors, and you can and they come with the battery already in it.
So,
So
fun fact: right after you and I met, and you told me you had a YouTube channel, the LED video is actually the first one I watched after I met you, and I was just like, "Oh, I like this dude. He's fun. I
I
like him."
haven't
it was
watched
a
any of his
I
content
wa-
because I'm the biggest hater. That's all.
okay. Hey man,
Hate.
haters are just very passionate fans,
Man over here sipping on the
I don't
haterade.
know about that.
bro, because they live and die at your success or failure. That means that they're tracking everything you do. That means they follow you.
You gotta follow.
So they're technically a hater is just a very passionate fan.
An enemy is just a friend you don't like.
Yeah, man. Hey, just gotta find a silver lining with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
No one to say, but I did
Know what I'm
buy
saying?
one more.
Congratulations.
Congratulations! I bought one more little frivolous thing because I think I'm gonna put it on my desk at work. I got the Gundam Universe Quanta.
That looks good.
That thing was bulky.
It looks kind of
It's
cool though.
very bulky. Like hold on, let me grab because he's sitting on my desk. My high grade Exia. So this is like
Hmm. That
and
one's
then compared.
got meat on his bones.
He's a bulky little son of a bitch.
Beef.
And then like compared to the it's like in between a high grade and a master grade.
So what's crazy? Like those Gundam Universe figures. Um, I bought the Leo, and I stood it next to all my other master grade wing kits, and it actually works out real nicely. It's almost like it would be 1/100 for wing. And I put it next to them, and I'm like, man, that would be great for like pictures and whatnot, because there are no Leo kits, unfortunately. Like no master grade or 1/100 Leo kits.
Yeah.
That is true.
And so, if you fun fact, a little tidbit, if you want to pose your wing kits and want like an enemy that's not the Tall Geese or not the Epion or whatever, check out the Gundam Universe figures. Check out the Leo. And on top of that, it's a great figure. Off the cuff, it's a great figure, anyways.
Yeah. Because I've had fun with mine. I posed them up a little bit. I played with the sword bits. It's not super posable, but you know what? He's chunky and he's vibrant, and he's gonna make a little desk buddy for me, like a good little desk buddy at work.
I'm taking the Gundam Universe Freedom, Strike Freedom with me to work. I'm basically gonna take all my Gundam Universe figures will be at work, and the kits will be at home. Oh wait, yeah. Universe figures and Converges are at work.
I just
But
bought two
that's
converters the
it
other
for
day.
me. Yeah, right after the Gundam base, the hurricane hit, and my Amish holiday began.
The hurricane hit and he was not inside of a Jaeger. He could not fight the
I
hurricane.
I could not fight the hurricane.
Man, that's such a hype opening.
Bro, it's good.
You can fight the hurricane.
But suddenly, in a Jaeger, you can fight the hurricane, and you can win.
Then he proceeds to get his ass beat.
Oh, man.
That kaiju was like, hey man, you thought it was sweet out here? You talking that good shit a second ago.
He's like,
Jancy,
oh
wake
shit.
up! Category 3, codename Knifehead.
I love like how they kind of gamified that movie so well. And like look, honestly, obviously we don't talk about the second one, but
Hit or miss.
yeah. But that first one, dude, hey man, yeah,
Solid.
Yes, yeah. It's like if you ever want to build it, if you want to do a giant robot movie and like convince me that I don't like, suspension of disbelief here and there, but you do such a good job convincing me that this stuff could be real, or to a sense that my brain is not going to overthink it. Pacific Rim is a great example. I mean, like a textbook, because like it's weird. I like the Gypsy Danger. I think it's probably the Gypsy Danger and the Striker Eureka are both like they have they have the classic giant robot, real robot design. They're not super robots. None of these are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's crazy that in the entire movie, I still smile when I see Cherno Alpha. When I see, I forget what the 3-armed one. That one's probably like the furthest. Yeah. That was that's like the furthest from reality in my head. But but you know what? What did they do? They're like, oh yeah, by the way, they're triplets, and that's how they're able to do it. And you're like, holy shit, they got an explanation for this.
That was cool to me.
And then
in universe, because like the closer you are with somebody, the more drift compatible. 3 brothers, like triplets, grew up together. Like obviously, the 3 of them are drift compatible with each other.
Yeah, and dude, like freaking the monologue when they're like, oh yeah, here we hold the line here, and they're talking about Cherno Alpha, Gen 1 Jaeger, the heaviest Jaeger, like, and it's just like coming in like all cool and shit. I'm like, bro, the testosterone in this freaking scene, man. It's just like,
and that's something I really want to give a lot of props to it. Like you watch some like mecha stuff, like I'll use Transformers for like you can kind of feel a little bit of weight behind those live action Transformer hits, but like the look, the feel, the impact when a Jaeger hits a kaiju in Pacific Rim, like that's got some weight to it.
Yeah, man, they do the whole like freaking elbow thruster and shit. Like I'm like this. I'm over here thinking somebody watch Big O.
So
elbow rocket.
I love seeing details like that because while the Jaegers themselves are pretty much real robots, they're kind of shaped like super robots, like how much hidden weaponry and whatnot in there, and like different stuff that powers them, like energy attacks, stuff like that. That's like you can tell they at least have like an appreciation of like Mazinger or something like that, or maybe Getter.
Yeah,
but
the hand shit. Whenever it turns into a freaking like blaster, and then and then he pulls some prison shit. He like brings him in close, and instead of like firing at a distance, he just like comes in the freaking gut, bop 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 bop. Like damn, dude.
Like a chain sword out of nowhere.
Oh god, dude, I fucking love the chain sword. I'm not a melee dude, and like that's like it's funny because I'm a if you saw my Breaker 4 build, you can tell that I've been changing my style because I've always been a ranged weapon or support. I've always like what is it, strength through superior firepower.
Mm-hmm.
Like that has always been my like me and Troll, we like this. But then watching Double O, I'm like, oh no, you know what? Lock-on's got and then I don't know what happened. Like I started doing more melee shit. So then when I went in Pacific Rim, I'm like, yo, this guy pulled out a fucking chainsword, and that shit went like it got rigid, like when it locked in, and then he's just like, man, like God, dude, why? I mean, it's cool, but why?
Because it's cool.
The rule of cool, man.
Look, that movie was made for like our generation that like grew up watching Gundam and Big O and shit. Like it was just like I want Guillermo del Toro was over here like I want to tap in to like the 5-year-old and every adult man right now, and I'm just like, you fucking hit the mark.
So that movie still holds up,
Oh,
by the
good
way.
shit.
It's like it has lost nothing. Like it's
Yeah,
still tip top mecha fiction.
and like speaking of like singular, because Jayhan and I we talk about like singular scenes that give like catharsis and shit. It's just like yeah, right. The in regards to like mecha or just like robot IPs, dude. I don't care how old the original Transformers is, like the first live action one. But man, the arrival of the Autobots, like that scene where Bumblebee like grabs grabs the two, Shia LaBeouf and freaking Megan Fox, and I said LaBeouf like that on purpose.
Tori doesn't know his
Before anybody
name.
decides to correct me and shit. Shia LaBeouf.
Tori,
So like
she thought that was actually his name. Like
LaBeouf.
it should surprise nobody that Tori would fuck somebody's name up this foreign sounding. But I don't know.
It's like was it like the line from Super Troopers? They think I'm Mexican. Oh shit! But yeah, like the scene when the Autobots arrive to Earth, like the freaking Autobot, that score is just perfect, and it intensifies, builds up, and then it like comes to like this nice little like smooth like and then like dude. The cinematographers and everything were like dude, Michael Bay like, hey man, I need Autobot and I need Optimus Prime in convoy form to come through that smoky fucking alley, like and just like push through the fog, and then I'm gonna need the composer to go like, Cha, like add this like dude, everything was purposeful. That scene, like I'm over here like, bro, I don't give a shit what you think about Michael Bay Transformers. Those 4 or 5 minutes in that movie. Peak cinema, bro. Peak cinema. That shit was
Absolute
great.
cinema.
It was, like, bro, yeah, it's absolute because it's like, and then they start transforming around him, and then he comes over, he's like, "My name is Optimus Prime,"
Yep.
and you're like, "I know, yeah, you damn right you are, fuck yeah!" Like you get all excited and shit. Let's go, fucking Optimus Prime, bro. And it's just like, yeah. I don't care if your mouth moves. I don't care if there's some weird shit going on with your design. Nah, man, I know who you are.
It's like
good shit.
Those movies did put Transformers like names back in people's houses for a while. Like like there's people that grew up with that being their first Transformers. So it's like I don't have much bad to say about it, but I did fall asleep on the fourth movie. Like that's some good sleep. Sorry, Age of Extinction to do it for me.
Yeah, like.
I need to get
you
that.
Got the touch.
You got the power. Yeah.
I need to grab that movie just to have it because it's classic.
Oh my god, it's worth it, man. That movie is a rock and roll adventure, and I love everything about it.
It's a rock and roll adventure.
Hey, bro, like every now and then I listen to Instruments of Destruction from that movie just because it's sick.
Oh my god, that's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I hear it, I think of like Megatron tearing through the side of the ship and just killing all of my childhood heroes.
Dude, so like so speaking of and then speaking of another fucking scene in the live action, but dude, whenever Megatron is like being defrosted and shit, and it was like he's like, I am Megatron, and he pulls out that whatever a mace or whatever from his hand and just wrecking house. Like, dude, the body count at Sector 7 headquarters has got to be insane. And then the sound designers were killing it because like whenever he's transforming, you hear the metal clanking and it's like forceful, hard, like dang, 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 dang.
Yep.
And then he goes, bah, and he blasts out of the freaking. And I'm like, oh god, dude, this is great. And then off the cuff, it's like, I live to serve you, Lord Megatron. Freaking, and like off, like, oh, where is the cube? humans have taken it. And then the dude didn't even skip a beat. He's like, you have failed me yet again, Starscream. Like, damn, man. Like, you just showed up and already like, man, you're a failure. It's like, wow, hey, now you know what it feels like to be a millennial child.
It's good to see you too, Lord Megatron. Things have been hard since you've been gone.
Anytime I think of Starscream, all I can think of is Lotus and her. It's like, Lord Megatron has been away for the bathroom 2 minutes longer than he should have. I, Starscream, you're now the leader of the Decepticons. Like, it's just, I don't know why.
Just
Like, what?
whatever excuse he can make, bro.
The worst part is when I think of Starscream, I think of like Transformers Energon, like the Cybertron trilogy of animated series.
Those are good.
Yeah.
I think I saw a few episodes. I haven't seen the whole thing, like the Fall of Cybertron or War for Cybertron. It looks good.
No, it's like
Like,
Cybertron. It's Armada, Cybertron, and Energon.
Yeah.
So-
It's,
You're talking about the cartoon.
Yeah, the
I thought you were talking about the
You're talking about the
CGI
Netflix.
ones on. I thought you were talking about the Netflix ones.
Those
No, I
Netflix
haven't
ones
watched
are
all that.
damn good.
They're
Those
good.
are damn good.
Hey guys, you don't get this kind of variety of content. We're talking about Gunpla, we're talking about Transformers and shit. Man, dude, robots. We like robots.
we like
You
robots.
like robots.
The thing is humanoid, but it's robotic and shit.
Amen.
Which, speaking of which, I'm gonna like whenever I have a really cool topic that I want to talk about later. But yeah, no, we continue. I just like thought about. I'm like, I gotta remember this shit.
We,
All right.
we might even talk about Gurren Lagann at some point.
Oh, bro.
It's on my list to watch. By the way,
Fuck
like
yeah.
that's the anime that I said I was gonna watch. Okay, so because after Gundam X, which is the next one I'm
You
gonna finish.
haven't watched it?
Nah, he hadn't.
Bro, are you surprised?
Yes.
He's learning. He's learning.
Hurt my feelings.
We're fixing it.
Bro, hey man, I just bridged over into fantasy for a little bit, and I'm really, really liking it.
But how can you believe in the me that believes in you?
He doesn't know.
I don't know, man. Hey, man. Again, I'm a millennial child. I'm used to disappointing people.
Yeah.
And I also grew up Hispanic, so in a Hispanic household, so definitely used to disappointing people.
Oh
So,
man, I think Gurren Lagann in a Spanish dub would be fucking wild.
It would be
So,
hilarious.
Well, funny story. The first time I ever watched Dragon Ball GT was the Spain dub, because that was the only. Because back in the day, whenever our generation had to freaking claw and try to figure out where to find anime, because you had to buy it on VHSs, because we didn't have the internet, or the internet wasn't there yet as it is now. That's how I watched Dragon Ball GT, freaking listening to Goku say "Onda Vital" and shit instead of saying Kamehameha. You know what I mean?
Pirating
man.
is not a harmless crime.
Hey man, that shit was from Spain, dog. I don't know.
I love getting the VHS with 4 episodes on it. Yay! Only 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Only 4 at a time. Yeah, I remember that shit. Mm-hmm.
But the cool thing is, once you collected all the VHSs, they had the neat artwork on the sides of it.
That was cool.
Yeah. But no, yeah, man. So okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna jump into this. So like, damn, look at this guy. See, I had the DVDs of Dragon Ball GT.
Nice.
These are the DVDs.
Oh, those are DVDs. They look like VHS. My bad. Look at that shit.
Oh yeah, I have some Dragon Ball Z ones like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got all. I need to get Dragon Ball, but I've got Z and GT. I got to get Dragon Ball on DVD, but like I have the manga, so.
So speaking of robots and shit,
Mhm.
and this is a I want to say a relevant discussion. So this is a BS episode, so we're just going to be all over the place with topics. But obviously, we've all seen the trailer for Sonic 3.
Yes.
I watch it like at least twice a day because I'm fucking hype. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm not gonna be upset if they do the BioLizard, but if they figure out a way to toss in Metal Sonic in that bitch, I'm not leaving the theater alive. I'll have a heart attack in the theater because I was just like freaking out so hard. I was like, oh my god, they fucking did it!
You have to resurrect this man. Beep.
They're gonna have to bring the fucking defib in there, like.
Everybody send Jan your energy.
Bro, man. Yeah, man. I'll be like, hey. Oh my god, dude! Like fucking citizens of Earth, lend me your energy. Pull a Vegeta. Hey, pull your hands in the air.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god, man! But no, yeah, man. I'm like that would be really, speaking of robots and kits. Why the fuck don't we have a Metal Sonic kit? That shit would be sick.
Like,
It'd be
there's
dainty.
not really any Sonic kits, really, but yeah,
I know, right?
pretty
It's
cool though.
disappointing.
You
They
know
have
what?
very little. They have very little Mega Man kits too.
Yeah,
Na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I understood that.
Mega Man, Mega Man,
You know what?
Mega
Like,
Man, Mega Man.
lemons.
since we're on this topic, it's just like, what was the first time you guys realized you like robots? Like, what was the robot that was like, yeah, that's cool?
Oh my god, dude! You're gonna make me date myself.
The
Oh well.
year is after Colony 197.
Okay, so when I was a kid, Blockbuster. Let me paint the picture for you. There used to be this movie called Robot Jocks.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I'm dating myself. This is an old movie, and it was like these two factions. It looked like an East-West thing going on. One faction was like basically the U.S. The other faction was basically Russia, and like the robots would duel for. I don't know if it was for resources or bragging. I don't know. I don't remember. I need to actually like find the movie and watch it again to see if I can understand it. And there would be a spectator crowd or whatever. And but yeah, like I was like, oh, that's really cool. You have a pilot there's like a track, like a treadmill, something going on in the middle. It was really funny because it had aspects of the mobile tray system in a way, but it was very like mechanical. So like they would move, but they would have. Think of like the mobile tray system if it had Joy Cons.
So kind of like the omnidirectional trackpad from Ready Player One.
Sort of. The boots were magnetic, so like every time the boots would touch, like it would like they would walk. I'm telling you, it's an old like, dude. Okay, we're gonna have to have like a non-anime or non-Gundam like movie reviews and shit because Jayhound's gonna watch Guyver Dark Hero.
Yep, I'll do
Which,
that
by the way,
today.
if y'all never seen, if y'all you watched it,
I said I will do
Yeah.
that today. Oh, you
right.
you seen it, Seth? Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've seen it.
So we can talk about that, dude. That movie is like real near and dear to my heart. And then Robot Jocks is actually a pretty good idea of like back then, giant robots and shit because they're big. Like I want to say they're not Pacific Rim size, but they're like halfway. Like I'd say halfway between a Gundam and like Pacific Rim.
Gotcha.
And I watched the movie as a kid and I was like, dude, I fucking love this. I like giant robots. And then Voltron, freaking, you can start going down the list from there,
Yeah.
right? But that was, I want to say, the first time I was like, hey, giant robots are cool. I want more of this. And then, 0083 was available for rent in at Blockbuster as well. So that was my first. I want to say 0083 was the first Gundam series I watched post Gundam Wing because I want more of this. So, but yeah, Robot Jocks, freaking 1990 whatever.
So for me, like I know I just made a Wing Gundam joke a minute ago. Actually, I missed Wing Gundam because of like school or whatever. So
Same.
by the time I got home, they were playing G Gundam. Because like there was a very brief moment where like G Gundam and Wing Gundam were simulcasting. So like I grew up on G Gundam and Wing, and then like you said, Voltron and Big O was in the lineup on Toonami, and then Evangelion scarred me as like a 5-year-old child. I'm probably too young to watch that at the time, but
You definitely were.
I'm a functioning adult now, so it's okay. Oh man! And then I never outgrew it. I mean, after that, they started showing like Stardust Memory and War in the Pocket. What's the other one?
Eighth Mobile Team?
My gosh! Yeah, 08 the Mess Team. Thank you. Yes. So it just like I was born at just the right time to be imprinted on by giant robots. But then
By the
I missed some critical ones like what's the one like Rosafon? I missed it. I missed is it Fafner?
Fafnir. Like I don't know where that aired. Like I know it exists, but I don't know where that would have aired to where you wouldn't have needed to like pirate it somehow. Because like I didn't see that
I
till
don't know.
it was like early 2000s. I didn't have anywhere to watch that.
Nah.
And
And then
Rossapon came on like Tech TV, G4.
yeah. And then when I got like later on like Eureka 7, that got me really good. Um I need to rewatch Eureka 7. And then um Robotic Angel Aquarion. If anybody else understands that besides me and Jay, that's it's a weird show. I love it. I love it way
It's
too. I
weird.
love
Oh
it
yeah,
more
yeah.
than. Oh my god.
It's like
What about you, Jay?
Getter, but everybody is a horny teenager. It's like Getter Robo, but for like pubescent teenagers. Because it's like Getter Robo is like, hey, this robot, three different combinations, three different really tough guys, awesome. Aquarion does that, but it's just like you know they got three different combinations, and this one's like a guy, the girl he likes, and literally her fucking brother. It's that weird meme that's like hey, you gotta you can't date her unless you beat up her brother. And I'm like, okay, well this is weird, but it was fun. But there's like other robot stuff in there too, like randomly, like you'll get fucking like what was that fucking Gigantor that used to come on early in the mornings on fucking like late night Adult Swim. Like
Yeah.
it was like really old.
And then Vin Diesel as the Iron Giant.
Oh yeah. That's a good
bro,
movie though.
dude, I watched that movie now as an adult, and I'm like, man, dude, that ending is raw. Like it like he's like, and then it's the thing where he's like flying up, he's like Superman, and I'm like, no,
Hmm.
buddy, and then you get a little smile on your face as you're still like, fuck, when the bolt's going into the freaking wintry unknown, you're like, he's alive. But you're like barely. It does that Pixar shit. We're like, and dude, I'll say this to the end of that, man, to the cows come home, bro. Pixar is like, fuck your feelings. I'm gonna make you cry twice, and you're never gonna know when the first one you can maybe see it coming. The second one you're not gonna see coming. They did that shit to me in Coco, and little kind of like Gunpla stop lore here. So back when Coco hit the streaming services, I had like recently lost my grandmother, and then like my wife and I, hey, let's watch a movie. We're like, all right, cool, we'll watch Coco. That was nice. So, Day of the Dead, that was pretty cool. And yeah, fine, movie's great. Oh, that's really cool. And then the ending hit me, and it was like a sledgehammer, bro. I was ugly crying for like 15 minutes, like ugly crying, because yeah, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm like Pixar, you sons of bitches, like why? And they did this shit in Up, except they did it in the beginning.
Yep.
Like, how are you gonna make the most beautiful but saddest love story ever in like the first 15 minutes of a movie? Like, damn,
That's how they get you.
bro, why? Like, why you do this?
You gotta
But yeah, anyways,
emotionally endear you, bro. Like,
bro, man, you gotta emotionally damage you and shit. They're like, hey, they'll be fine, they'll be all right, they'll recuperate.
it's wild how fucking children's programs can do that to you. Cause like, fucking like Ultraman almost got me recently, and like Ultraman Nexus specifically. There's a lot of them. And then Kamen Rider Hibiki, because there's like, you know what? I have a visual aid for this one. So like, the guy in the front. Oh, let's see. It's gleaming. So the guy in the front is the student of the guy in the back with the gold, and like the guy. Like, okay, so this is Todoroki, the young one, and this is Zanki. Zanki dies while Todoroki is in the hospital learning how to walk again because he lost a fight to a monster really badly. Like it crushed his legs. So while his master Zanki was trying to like help him through rehab, he dies. And like the rest of the writers in the show basically tell Todoroki like, hey man, Zanki's gone. Like, there's been an outbreak of monsters, and like they overwhelmed him. And he's like, no, he can't. Like he said he was gonna be here for me in rehab. Like what? No, you guys you're tripping. I saw him earlier. And they realized, what do you mean you saw him earlier? Zanki came back as a ghost to make sure he could like see Todoroki through physical therapy and make sure his student would learn how to walk again on his own, literally. So they tell Todoroki this. He goes to fight, and because like there's monsters everywhere. Like he goes like in the city to fight by himself, and then Zanki is there with him, and they fight one last battle together. And he basically bows to him, and he's like, "Hey, nobody here but us." He's like, "You don't have to be strong for me. I can do this alone." He's like, "You don't have to be strong anymore. Thank you for what you've done for me." And when he looks up from bowing, Zanki's gone. And the only thing left is like his weapon that's kind of like a spear and a guitar put together. Because like they use like musical sounds to like destroy these monsters in the show. And he picks up Zanki's guitar and fucking plays a riff in his memory. And like he's crying through the fucking helmet. And I'm like, bro, why you're hurting me. You fucking getting me. It's crazy.
And that's why Kamen Rider is better than Super Sentai.
It is. Like I've seen
Hey man, Kamen Rider. Hey man, does Kamen Rider have Dr. Kruger? I don't think so, bro.
You know what? Fair point. You say there's you know that's a topic for another time. But it's just they're comparable, but I like Kamen Rider a bit more just for what I've seen.
And the thing is that you're gonna have to pull some teeth for me to watch the freaking. Not that I wouldn't watch Kamen Rider, but it's like there's enough stuff that I need to like that I feel that I need to like drill through before I jump into a whole other sector of tokusatsu, because like tokusatsu is something that I feel that I closed the door on a long time ago.
I felt that same way.
And then like Ultraman kind of like cracked it open a little bit, and then on top of that, I'm pointing at Jayhound in my screen, by the way. You freaking actually, you know what? No, this is my fault. I'm sorry. No, I did this to myself because I watched the Netflix show first, and I was like, "Hey, man, you'd like this shit." I'm like, "Hey, you'd like this," and then you watched it, and then you like blasted past me in season 3. You're like, bro, you gotta watch it, and I hop back on, and season 3, bro. It's like, it doesn't matter what you call yourself. Lajar is a dead man. I'm like, yo, dude, okay.
You want to hear your bad guy talk like that? Just saying.
And it's funny because like the way how we talk about, we're like, man, homeboy's talking some wild shit. Does he not hear the music that's playing in the background right now? That shit ain't your theme, dude.
Like check screen, check script. What? Oh shit! That says Ultraman. Ultraman is the name of the show. It's not Zeton. It's not Edo.
it's like when people say like, "Man, I really wish the Zaku's would win." I'm like, checks notes, Mobile Suit Gundam. Oh, got it. There you go. Okay, cool. It's just you had me going there for a little bit. Just double check. Oh my god, we're good now.
So it's like
we're good.
How come Zeon can't win? It's like they're based off Nazi and Japanese imperialism. Oh right.
Right, they're monsters.
It's like damn. Well, maybe we need to make them sympathetic. Oh, so we switched them to instead of being off the German the 1940s German freaking prototype, we're gonna move them and base them off the 1980s 1970s Cold War Russian model.
Hey man,
because that's what they're modeled after in Char's counterattack in the sleeves.
I was just about to say.
So it's like, oh, so you're gonna move them from one bad guy to this other bad guy? Like, wow, yeah, you want those guys to win? Oh, that's great. That's really cool.
You know what? I feel like conversation goes like it doesn't go beyond that. It doesn't. They don't line up those 2 points where it's like bad guys, Nazis, Japanese imperialism. They don't line this shit up. They're like Zaku cooler than Gundam. Why can't Zaku win? so I'm sitting here like, bro. What do you mean?
By the way, I don't know why, but the thought that this is gonna be funny as hell. Like someone listening to this episode and me just bringing out an hour and 3 minutes in, like, oh yeah, by the way, I figured out the name of the title of the episode. We're gonna call it Thunderbolt Radio Professional Yappers. Just like,
so
that's right.
So I have a question. And I guess this is like a segue to a topic. I don't know, but what were you guys doing while I was on my Amish vacation? Because I really couldn't keep up with y'all that well.
Bro, I was building. I mean, but that's what I always do. But actually, this is gonna kind of like make it real sad. But so before you went away, I think this was right after we did the last episode. Um, my wife's grandfather passed away,
Oh
and
man.
then dude, and then 3 weeks late, almost 3 weeks, a little under a month later, her other grandmother passed away.
Mm.
So it was like bam, bam, and so we spent our time going down to Oklahoma, being with family,
Oh
and
yeah,
it
we did
was,
talk about that.
and so obviously our schedules were out of whack, but no, yeah, man, it was just a lot of that. I would take kits with me. Every time I go to Oklahoma, I take kits with me. And sometimes I buy some there at Hobbytown, and but yeah, in between, being there for my wife and through helping her through a few to two losses, uh, and then now things are kind of stabilizing. But of course, now we're going into the holiday months where it's like, hey, when are when are we gonna go? Who's gonna go where for Thanksgiving? Are we gonna do a little vacation here? Are we gonna do this and there? And so it's like, it's almost like when a quarter starts. I say quarter, like, not to sound like some sort of like business guy, but like when a new quarter starts, or a new 4 month ish time frame that happens, you almost feel like things are already pre-scheduled. So you're like, oh, okay, how am I going to shuffle this? And on top of that, like, I've been trying to keep a steady workout pace and stuff, and it's yeah, man, it's been a thing. But now I'm into fantasy kids. See how long you've been away, man. See what happens when you go away.
Hey man, believe me, it wasn't intentional.
No, I know. An act of God and shit.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been doing anything different. I was like worried about like how you guys were like handling being out of power, because I remember being out of power for like 5 days when an ice storm hit in fucking Louisiana. Like, bro, an ice storm? Like, our infrastructure is not made for that shit. So it was
Mhm.
awful. Like, at one point, me and Tori had to like put backpacks on and like walk to the fucking Family Dollar because the roads were too frozen. Like, brave
Mhm.
people and people with trucks were driving. We were not. So like, I mean, because there had been wrecks and stuff, and then like we had to basically make a trek to the Family Dollar and then like stock up on like water bottles and stuff like that they had, like canned foods and stuff. We were out here like melting snow to like be able to have water to flush the toilets. It was wild, bro. But I was wondering about you because I'm like, I remember going through all that and I hated it.
Oh man, so I will admit that Gunpla actually helped me a lot to get through this. So I have a little folding table, and I set it up in the living room, and I just open the windows and the blinds, and I took my build chair here, and I went out into the living room, and I built, and I just built and built and built, along with checking on my great grandparents who unfortunately still do not have power. I check on them daily by going over there, but I built a lot of stuff. I built the master grade Extreme Strike Freedom from Zhengzhou something. It's Chinese. It's definitely not Bandai. Um, I built the HG Gion Strom, which was a surprisingly cool build. I liked it a lot. I finished the Gods of the Round Table Gawain, which is a companion suit to the Thunder Insights Grace for anybody that's got that from SNNA or SNAA, whatever it is. Great build, loved it. I built the Recirculation Exia. I built the FOO New Gundam. I've been having a good time, man. But I'm on well, so again, no water. I had to get a generator on day 2 to keep my deep freeze from going out. Lost my fridge and freezer though. That was great.
Ugh.
Restocking it currently. Yeah, had a good time. Unfortunately, it was like 90 degrees down here, and I had no central heating, so I'm probably going to have to replace old Bill chair here soon because I was sweating in it a lot.
It's gross. It just no, it is what it is. I'm just like, ugh, stanky.
Yeah.
Got that stank.
Nah, I cleaned it off real good, but I probably am. It's God, it's probably 4 or 5 years old at this point. It's time to get a new one.
Yeah, this one's like that. I need to start looking around for a new one, and then like the not to what's the wrong before not to like toot my own horn or whatever, but I'm kind of happy that I've dropped weight. Now I can start looking at normal fucking chairs and not have to worry about buying a chair that's like that needs to hold 400 pounds. Not that I weighed 400 pounds, but the round numbers and shit. So now I can look at a chair that can support 250 or whatever. I'm not quite there yet, but we're getting there.
Hey, so my dad and my brother are both very heavy set gentlemen, and they have to like look at the weight capacity on stuff. And this is not a knock to them, but they started using a term that cracks me up. And when you're having to check the weight rating, you're looking to see if it's big boy certified.
Yeah, man. Yeah. like the like it's crazy because now I can sit in this chair and I mean shit, like dude, like looking at the camera right now, the fact that I can actually see like under my arms, there's a fucking space there.
Mm-hmm.
That's new to me, dude.
I love
it's
it,
crazy.
man. That shit makes me so happy. Like I'm happy for you, man.
I know you don't want to toot your own horn, but it is like, hey man, like it's a proud moment. Like I think you should say that more so that people know it can be done. Like just make a change.
I do plan on doing like a post about it, but I want to hit a milestone first. Like my milestone is to break under 300, and that should happen in the next few weeks, I think, at the rate that I'm going. But it's just like, man, like I really want folks to understand that like you can balance your hobby and I don't want to call them like things that you need to do, but look,
What about your hobby and your health?
I'm gonna say this, and like this is, I know this is a controversial this like I know this is a truly controversial thing to say, but like look, I understand that being comfortable in your own skin is fine, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're heavy set, that is a long-term detriment to your health. Like you're not gonna pass 50 something years old if you keep doing that shit. Like it's not good for you. Your body, you think of it this way. Think of it as an OEM car versus a car you apply modifications to. Sure, the car can, let's say, like for example, let's say you a 4-cylinder pushing 350 horsepower versus stock rating was 275. Sure, the car's will hit 90,000 miles. Sure, they both will. But what's going to happen after a certain point? Like which one's going to break down first? Like you're putting more stress on parts not designed for that shit. Like the human body wasn't designed to like be that heavy and stuff. You're taking away years of life, right? And on top of that, quality of life, quality of sleep, quality of rest, all that stuff. I'm not no expert. I'm not a health expert. I'm just like, I've gone through this change 3 times in my life. This is the deepest, the furthest in the deep end I've been. Because the last 2 times I was never over 300. This time I was. So having made this journey multiple times, I'm telling you, your quality of life, you feel better about yourself. It's an insane change. The biggest thing that I've had to deal with is not letting it get to my head, because these two know me, but y'all, I don't know. But I kind of like every once in a while I get a little big headed with a few things, and I've had trouble with that in my life. So this is a very learning moment. This is a teachable moment for me to like, hey, make a progress, make a change to your life, but don't like be a dick about it. And I just want to communicate that to everybody. Like, if you have your own struggles, like, hey, working out is a great therapy. So is Gunpla, but Gunpla is very sedentary.
Yep.
So, man, Seth out there, puff pass, bro. So it's good. Damn. I saw a little cloud. You driving a Subaru and shit.
Super woo!
But no, yeah, man. Like I said, I'll make a post about it here in a few weeks to like really detail and like talk about the changes that I've done, and yeah, man, it's been awesome. I really encourage folks to go through, and my content is not gonna change to like workout shit. This Gunpla page, man, I'll be a nerd on here. If I'm gonna put workout shit, I'll be in my normal civilian page, so to speak.
You should figure out how to do like Gunpla and workout. Like every part you nip, you do 3 curls or something.
It's like, hey man, you finish assembling a whole, you finish assembling a part, go kick the bag a few times.
Do some
I would-
push-ups.
Because like, dude, because my like I just to kind of like I put a bag up and yeah, man, like yeah, it's good shit. Oh god, there we go. Bam. But no, man, like just saying, like it's yeah, good shit. It's good for you.
It is. And drink water.
Yep. Drink water.
Oh my god, dude, I drink 1.5 of these
Heck yeah.
every day. Freaking yeah, man. This is my as well as one of my friends in the model building club, like in our Gunpla club here, says this is my emotional support water bottle.
I have one of those. Hydrate or dihydrate.
I just drink a lot of water. Like I drink
Oh,
mostly water.
Yep. But I will tell y'all, and this is something that we've talked about before. While I was in the dark, I built a bunch of kits. But while doing that, I was doing some research. So I promised y'all that I was going to do this, and I did it. I did the Great Nipper build-off. So I had 5 different nippers, and I used them to build certain parts of kits. And I tried them on everything: standard Bandai, high grade, master grade, third party, some thicker stuff like J-Hound. The SNAA kits runners are a little thicker.
Yep.
So I ended up, and I hit it at different price points too. So I started out with the Rui tool off Amazon for $20. I had some Display STCs for about $25. The Display STA 3.0s, some Hobbytown nippers that are made by Simp Pro, and last but not least, good old God Hands. And what I noticed, and this is actually going to be really surprising, no shock. I know I've said it before that, I think sometimes bang for your buck, displays are better than God Hands. I am here to redact that statement. I was wrong. God Hands are legit and stand as king of the best nippers on the face of the earth.
Damn.
And I say that because I am now 2 for 2 on both of my displays getting misaligned. So they're not cutting.
So
I
wait.
don't know if anybody else is having that.
So
Yeah,
I was
go
going to tell you. I was going to say that the misalignment of the nipper blades. I got something for you about that. But now, yeah, man, keep going. I just wanted to I need to make a mental note of that.
Yeah. So and don't get me wrong, I do think displays are good as long as they don't misalign. But the second they're misaligned and you start cutting and it leaves just that little bit on the runner, and it aggravated me, and I ended up stopping the use of them. These Hobbytown nippers, I snipped one part and I put them down. It made me sick to my stomach. It made my skin crawl a little bit.
Oh
Did
my
it do
God.
that thing that I told you about? Did you feel that shit? Like,
So-
dude, I'm telling you, man, that was just I used some and I was like,
Like, so when you have like good nippers and you clip that part, it cuts through butter. It's a nice smooth motion. This was almost a textured cut. Like I could feel it in my teeth as I
Ugh.
cut through the part, and I was like, I don't like that. And I put it down.
I got a sound for that. Ew, brother. Ew.
Looks at the cut. Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Well, that's the bad part because the cut is still nice. It's still a clean cut. I just don't like the feel of using them.
Dude, it almost felt like you're cutting through every single fiber of the plastic. It was weird. Like, because I have a pair of those, and I don't know why I still have them. I don't know why the hell I haven't tossed them in the trash. But dude, I remember I did it, and I had a friend of mine. I think it was Bobby. He was like, I don't think they're that bad. And I'm like, Bobby, I don't know why. I don't know how you like. I think it was maybe like because I was being so harsh about it. And you know, Bobby, much like you, Seth, he's very glass half full kind of guy. And
Yeah.
I was just dragging the shit out of these nippers. I was like, "Yo, they're trash. They terribly suck. I hate them." Like, and he was like, "No, man, they weren't that bad." And I'm like, "No, these are terrible.
They're
Like,
pretty
fit,
bad.
trash." Like the ride you came in on, trash. Like,
The way you cut plastic, trash.
dude. Oh my god, man. Like, it's just terrible.
But out of all of this, I do have. I definitely, no offense, Hobbytown. I love y'all to death. Please keep doing what you're doing. Get a different maker for your tools. Like, no offense, Simp is the one that made this specific batch that I got. I didn't like them, but a good note is I want to talk about these Rui tool nippers. For starters, packaging. So you get this nice box with what looks like an AOZ kit on it, which is really cool.
It looks like
Inside
Wing
the
Zero.
box, you get an
Oh man, oh wait, you know what? Hold up, yeah, whatever. Never mind. My bad. First glance to like Wing Zero, I was like, "Is that my boy?"
yeah, I don't know. But I like the box, and inside the box, it comes with a polishing cloth that I clearly have not taken out of the plastic because why would you use a polishing cloth on your nippers? Weird. But what really surprised me is it comes in this box with magnets on it, a little instruction guide, and it comes with the covers. Now, again, these are $20 nippers, and I will buy these again and again and again and again and again. I loved every minute of using these. They cut really clean. They stayed aligned through the thick runners. And for $20, they're not God hands. But if you had to have two pair of nippers and you had $70, buy a pair of God hands and buy a pair of Rui tools because these
Are
things
they the 1.0s or the 3.0s?
the God hands.
No. The Rui tools, are they the 1.0s or the 3.0s? The ones that you have?
Let's see here. Oh, it might be on the box.
It's on the nipper.
It says RM 1.0.
Okay, so for the folks at home, by the way, the only reason I didn't pull the screen up is because I'm just being lazy, unfortunately. But there are on Amazon you have two options. You have the 1.0 and the 2 and the 3.0. If you buy the 1.0, there's actually a 5% coupon going on right now, so it's like $16.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, probably a little less than that. And that's the 1.0. The 3.0s are $31, so you have options. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be down to like order a pair, like order the bundle
Hey,
to kind of see the difference.
Some too.
Yeah, and dude, I'm always down to try tools. I love tools. Like that's a really fun part of the hobby, is the amount of tools. Bro, we were at my local build, and I have my little rotary sander from Display, and 2 chairs down, one of the other builders, she has a fucking full on battery operated Dremel, and I'm over here like, why the hell did you bring that? Like, why do you need that? You don't need something that powerful. You're like bringing a nuke to a knife fight.
No kill like overkill.
And bro, oh my god, man! And then I'm like, I used it for like one thing because I was like, and I'm like, just chill, mind my own business at the end of the table, and then I hear that thing winding up. I'm like I literally just turned on. I was like, why? Like, why? You want to borrow mine? Like, yeah, you hear that shit. You're just like, but why? Like, what are you doing? Holy shit.
So I had to use this because I broke a part on the MG EX Strike Freedom, and I had to bore out the hole for the wing, cut the original peg off, and then put a thicker peg on to fix the wing because
Big.
Big.
2 C's.
I had a parts fitment issue, as you get with some third party stuff, and
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought? I fixed it. Obviously, I'm a real modeler, and I know how to fix things.
Damn, man! Why did you say that? Looking at me, looking at the camera like that, bro? Wow!
Where else am I supposed to look? Wow. I don't have a mirror.
Wow!
I can't look at the disappointment on my own face at my inability to do actual shit.
And I took that personally.
You do have real modeling skills, so there's stuff that's done there.
Hey man,
not.
Hey man. that Guion, wherever the hell it is, the Guion, the freaking Guion from Bill Fighters, just somewhere here.
Yeah.
The Vulcan Guion, right there, man. That was
No, I
man,
respect you
oof.
for that because it's not made to go with that kit, but you made it work anyway.
Bro, you know what's funny? I was happy that I actually bought the valuable pod early and didn't wait for the option parts, because the option parts still work only for the first version of the Guion, not the Revive.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that shit. Look at that thing.
Oh, you know what? About using a Dremel tool, I used it on my old to gold build for the like Zaku Aurelius USA Gundam contest, whatever. So like to drill out and like basically create a place in this 1987 model kit to where I could put a ball joint and socket like in the arms and in the shoulders area. So like yeah, I don't know why you were using a Dremel for anything else.
Just, I guess, was it show of force? I don't know, man.
Assert dominance.
You gotta show who's boss.
Assert dominance.
Assert dominance. But
Also,
I mean, and I. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead because mine's a bit off topic.
Oh, I was gonna say. I say all that to say this. If you are using Bandai nippers and you would like to step up to a better nipper, I'm not discounting the Dispays. Obviously, I have 2 pair. They've worked great for me, but I will probably not be buying Dispays anymore. I'm going to go with the Rui tools. I love these. And looking at the card in here, there's actually a 1.0, a 3.0, a 4, and a 5.0.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. And going into the 4.0s, they've got an extremely thin single blade, and then the 5.0 is an ultra thin single blade. So
I wonder what the like what those are targeted for. You know what I mean?
If I had to guess, I would say probably the 5.0s are trying to get to the level of God hands, I would assume. So I'm probably going to buy some just to see.
Yeah, I think I'll probably end up getting the bundle, the 1.0 and the 3.0, just to kind of try it out. And the only thing that I will say is that I did kind of it kind of disappoints me a little bit that Display hasn't reissued their STXs, because their STXs were like a $47, $45 nipper, and it was like a God hand killer. And for some reason, they just haven't returned to the market. And by the way, speaking of bending, this is my third set of God hands, and this one's lasted longer than the other 2. But the middle one, that was my bad. I was an idiot. But the first pair bent, like the blades were like the dishy. I think I showed you the pictures, and it was just kind of weird that it was doing that. But I think it was just because of sheer like use. Because and then my God hands just like they didn't miss a line. They were like the blades were beginning to overlap. I don't know what the hell happened with those, but yeah, like, and they felt flimsy. Like the spring wasn't like strong. I don't know. It was kind of weird, but yeah, I'd be down to try these, man. I'm gonna put these on my list.
So
I had a
like
lot of fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun using them. In fact, I actually ended up going back and I just put my God hand down when I decided that I liked these Rui tool. I just kind of put my God hands down for a minute and just used these, and I was surprised at how well they stood up against. I built the MGEX Strike Freedom with this, and the entire kit is undergated for no reason.
But never underrated.
It's a third party.
Yeah, and I know that there's the gloss black version, the power down version or whatever it is that Bandai made of it.
Oh, the like the midnight something. That's a special edition.
Yeah,
that's a special. Yeah, that's not a. Yeah.
So I'm surprised at these Ultraman kits being undergated but never underrated. But so I guess it makes sense for the armor, because like it's, like it looks like it has a bit of a coating, but I mean, still good. I think it would look like way better with paint. Of course, it's kind of funny because like when I built it, Tori was like, He looks like a toy. He doesn't look like you built him. I was like, yeah, I could add some different colors to his armor, paint it up with a coat. He look better. But hey, underrated.
Undergated. But I will still say, I think Display owns the market on like toolkits because, and Jan, I think you can agree with me on this. The Display Departure set. Um, this is like a full line of Display tools for like $50, and it's
Thank you for mentioning that. Thank you for mentioning that. I'm about to do a plug.
Plug it.
So if y'all have been listening to this long enough, you know that by the time this airs, we will be myself and a few other folks here in the local St. Louis community will be basically days away from our first GBWC style contest, and the prizes we've been kind of going here, there, and everywhere. And the one of the prizes for Out of Box, which has been a kind of a here there subject category because a lot of folks can't wrap their brain around like, hey, put maximum effort into an Out of Box build, but technique over style. You know what I mean? But anyways, I picked up a departure tool set for. It's going to be one of the prizes for Out of Box. I think that this will be a great addition for builders that are just getting started, builders that are beginning to kind of get their feet wet when it comes to building Gunpla, and also just understanding what a good breakdown of tools is. Because a lot of folks, they just have the nippers, they have a set of some sanding sticks, and that's it. We've all known each other for a couple of years now. Like, how I am when it comes to like tools. I'm over here like I want like a nice array that is easy to move around and transport. The only thing that I may not like about that, the only thing I don't, and that's just a personal gripe, is the part separator because I like it being plastic. But I actually used a metal part separator yesterday. BA Gunpla let me borrow his, and because I fucked up and I got a little ahead of myself on a build. Go figure. Jan gets ahead of himself. And it really, it got in there, and I had to be smart about it to not fuck up a part. But I think that the tool gives you that ability to, hey, be conscious of what you're doing and do better. Like, don't rely on the tool to like be your get out of jail free card, so to speak.
Yeah. And
yeah,
I like the Display part separator because it's the most extra part separator on the face of the earth. Because the metal piece, the actual part separator, is retractable.
Oh, that's cool.
Damn.
For no reason. Button activated.
He's like out here he's gonna be on West Side Story and shit. Just,
but
that's a dated joke for all y'all.
But this is just like this departure set is just an insane amount of tools, and again, it's like $50-$60, but you get nippers, a part separator, a hobby knife, replacement blades, and a trash can for the hobby knife. You get this weird fountain style panel line pin. It's really cool. And then on the second tray, you get an array of sanding sponges, sanding sticks. It comes with an array of Display sanding sponges. And then this is the one that throws me off because I haven't used it yet. But it's a couple of their carbon fiber sanding blocks and some adhesive sandpaper to go with it. It also comes with a glass file, which is specifically the Siren MSF13, which I think is like a $5 glass file, which is awesome. And then it comes with a straight edge and a curved edge super fine tip plier or tweezers.
That's good shit.
Which I use the crap out of these on like the metal parts of the MGEX and the 3D stickers on it. These came in super handy.
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah, just because like the nippers aren't the best, honestly, if you wanted to, and it doesn't even need to be right now. If you just wanted to step up and get like a good assortment of tools, go ahead and pick this up, and then later on down the line, keep this departure set because it's really good. It's a magnetic lid.
Oh, that's good, man. I like little details like that, man.
Yeah. Actually, the Rui tools also come with a magnetic lid on it.
I love shit like that.
But this is really cool. You can throw it in your bag, take it to your locals. I do that, and then when the time comes and you have a little bit more money, throw a pair of God hands in here, or Rui tools. Rui tools sponsor me.
I was about to say, I was like, bro,
Oh my gosh.
this man out here like fighting for his life.
Hey, look, I like what I like.
I mean, I started using the Rui tools over the Display 3.0s because I like made sure they wouldn't misalign, or so I thought. But then the quality, like it felt like it kind of dropped off a bit. I don't know, maybe it's just a quality assurance error. But like the Rui tools have been consistently cutting the way that like they have since they started, and it's just a nicer feel. Like they have not deteriorated in any way, and it's almost been a year, so. It's a good purchase.
Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed with how much I actually liked them. And again, they were like $17 after a coupon.
Oh, bro, I bought mine from AliExpress. I bought my shit from China, so that shit was like $10.
Oh shit! Nah, mine. I think it was $12 plus not shipping plus taxes. So maybe $13 after a coupon, and then the 3.0s are only like $34. And I just checked; they've got a 10% off coupon going on right now on Amazon, or you can just order off AliExpress. I've never ordered off AliExpress. I'm hesitant.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't be, because like
I shouldn't be.
now you know what? In fact, look for some tools on there, and I promise you, if you had like, let's say you need like some cotton swabs or like some sanding sponges or something that you can easily buy in bulk, that like the minute that it comes in and you see that like, wow, I really could get like a 300 set of fucking cotton swabs for like this was like $1.69 like for this many cotton swabs to do decals with. So I'm just like,
bro, man, I got the mops. I buy like the 3-pack of the mops.
the glob mops. Yeah, okay. So I know
Yeah, glob
those
mop,
are
yeah.
good. I want to get those, but it was hard not to just $1, like $1. Like,
So okay, so I get you, Seth, with the Q-tips, but I'm gonna tell you right now, man, when you use the glop mops one time, because the thread is really tight, the cotton's really packed really tight, and it doesn't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm telling you, man, like the
No,
cotton.
I don't know what a glop mop is.
It's a brand of Q-tips.
yeah, it's like a high
It's a
quality
cotton swab.
Q-tip. Yeah.
It's used a lot by folks in the electric lettuce community, if you know what I mean.
This literally sounds like something I need to have safe search on to look up.
Bro, people that smoke marijuana use glop mops to make their little freaking cigarillos or whatever. Like,
Oh, the glop mop XL.
yes,
Yeah, there you go. So like I
I
got
bought a 3-pack of those.
how much that run you for?
I want to say $12.
There's
But
a
it's
6-pack right now for $29.95.
that's sick. That's a good deal.
See, my
The
cheap ass was
3-pack
like
is $22.
So those glop mop cotton swabs, the cotton head, it's packed really tight. So when you start wetting it, like, dude, I clean the shit out of my airbrushes with those, and the cotton swab doesn't start falling apart till I gotta be like rough with it, like rough.
I also like these like pointed ones.
Yeah. So on the glop mops, one head is round, the other head is a point.
Ah.
same here.
Yep. I'm telling you, man.
That's the
like,
key.
Bobby turned me to these, and I have not turned back.
Well, I'm definitely going to look that up because when I switched to lacquer, I already bought a bunch of bulk stuff off Amazon. Like, I got bulk mixing, oh my gosh, is it granulate? Not granulated, graduated. Fuck. What is it when something's got measuring marks on the side of it?
Graduated cylinders.
Yeah, I got some little mixing containers so I can measure out like thinning ratios. Turns out I really didn't need to do that once I understood ratios. Anyways, I got like 1,000 count of those. I got like a bunch of mixing bottles, like a 30 count of those. I got like 120 count ball bearings to go into
Okay.
the mixers. Like I just like,
Yeah, man. Yeah, I did the same shit, like, because it really helps with like when when you're mixing, and every once in a while after you've used like the same paint bottle for you want to get a new paint bottle, a new ball, and just no, he's gonna go find something now. It's show and tell every time. Yeah, like dude, like right above my paint booth, like it's all my shit, like, which I need to actually do like little shelves for this stuff, but I'm lazy. Hey, pipettes, baby.
yeah, this is a 300 count of pipettes I got for like $7.
Bro, I said pipettes, and my wife was making fun of me.
Is it not pipettes? I thought it was pipettes. Is it
I thought it was
pipettes?
something else. I don't know. There's a
Were you
different.
saying it weird?
I guess I say it weird.
I know
It's
English
fine.
isn't your first language.
That'll suck. But yeah, like she was giving me shit. I'm like, what the fuck? What did I do? What did I say?
It's the opposite over here. I correct Tori sometimes, bro.
Damn. But
Crap.
yeah, man. Welcome to the lager world, bro.
Thanks, I'm happy to be here.
It's funny because when Seth like kind of like painted that first kit with lacquer, he was like, man, yeah, yeah, man. Oh yeah, dude, I got 2 or 3 bottles of that shit. I don't, and like I actually got the regular Mr. Surfacer thinner, not the leveling thinner, and I haven't seen a difference.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, my hummingbird here is the first thing I painted with lacquer, and I was just like, oh, oh man, I learned something today.
There you go. Yep.
I still love this build.
Yeah, man, that's a good build.
I'd say it looks great.
But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something stupid and I forgot.
Oh yeah, you said you wanted to
Probably
say
for the
something
best.
later. Yeah.
No, it was the. Oh my god! It was the Sonic stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
The Sonic stuff, and then we talked about the Transformers. We talked about. Man, we were all over the place.
I mean, but we already came with the expectation to be like, hey, we're just here to give y'all something because we're back. Like the whole trio is here again.
We out here. So yeah, so the idea is that we're gonna hopefully record. We're gonna record some back to back, to really kind of get. But I will say we're not gonna post them like every week because, we're just gonna do the whole bi-weekly schedule as we try to do.
Yep.
But the next episode when we're back on, we're gonna have Jin Gunpla back, and we're gonna talk about Bill Fighters Try. And then after that, hopefully we'll have a special guest. We're gonna have I'm not gonna say yet, but but we're gonna hopefully have a special guest, and we're gonna talk about some plumber stuff. We're gonna talk about some how the contest landscape has been, and how the community has been, in their area, and but from a really uplifting and kind of awesome way. We've talked here and there on Instagram here and there. I just want to confirm it before I say who. And but no, yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm really gonna try and kind of like not purposely gear things positively, but like I really just want to have everybody have a good time when they come and tune into us. Like, there's enough BS and negativity out there. Like, you could toss a rock and hit some dumb shit on the internet. So why not just kind of chill, enjoy, and just listen to folks. Just man, have fun with that shit. And there's a few other builders that I want to bring on just to kind of shoot the shit and just enjoy and have fun. And I really look forward to our fall, the tail end of season 2 to be real nice and chill and fun. And season 3 starting in January. It's we're gonna have obviously we're gonna have a new look, new intro. But same three fools talking about the same freaking stuff as always. Maybe some more Kamen Rider kits, because what is it, Mighty Kuga?
Kamen Rider 01.
Yes. Oh, Ultimate Kuga.
01's coming. Ultimate Kuga.
01's
Kamen
coming.
Rider
Yeah.
Zero's coming.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, like that. Like, I saw the entry grade on that one. I was like, Like, man,
No.
I really wish I had a normal one. And then boom, it came
Boom.
out. I'm like, yay! I'm like, all right.
It's like we were talking about that, like the last episode when we were talking about kits that we're excited about, and I brought up that I'd really love a 01 figurize amplified or standard or whatever, and like the
Yeah.
entry grade has my attention. I was like, I really want it.
And I
And then,
told
like,
you not
the
to do it.
big- You told me not to do it, and then the big expo happened, and I'm just like, oh, 01! Oh,
And-
man. The
So
hype
yeah,
is
you know,
real.
and like I was going to talk to this to my local folks, but if the contest at least goes well enough, I might add a figurize. Like I need to figure out what I'm going to call it, but basically this category is going to solely be for 30-minute missions and figurize standard. And like that, like for 30-minute missions and figurize, still within the Bandai, still within like I kind of want to like grab like a GBWC like style like limitations or rules or whatever, and then like, hey, here is 30-minute missions and figurize. Like,
So
go for it.
that's something I'm really surprised about with the variety of 30-minute mission stuff and 30-minute fantasy and 30-minute sister. I'm surprised Bandai hasn't announced a tournament like a mid-year tournament around 30-minute missions. So like they could host 2 tournaments a year. One would be GBWC, one would be like 30 MMWC.
I think it's got to be bandwidth related, but this is a great topic to dive into. At like as a like second half of not next episode, but the other one, but the one
Yeah.
after, because this is really good shit. Because it's really cool IPs and really good possibilities on what you can do with these model kits, especially with the 30-minute line. But and I got some ideas for that stuff, and I'm telling you, the fantasy line has me in a chokehold, and yeah, it's gonna suck. But nah, man. You know, with that said. Any closing thoughts before we go?
I'm glad we're back. It's good to be back.
Same, dude. Same. I'm really happy. I'm happy. Seth is back in the groove and he's safe and hopefully everything. Like, yeah, man. Just good to see everybody again.
Yeah, it's good to be back, man. It was quiet there for a few days until they told me I had to go back to work in a state of emergency.
Isn't that great?
Because people got to wipe their butts, man.
Yeah, man. God forbid people think that it comes from our ports.
Oh my god, no! It's. I promise you, it's made here in the States.
Bro, we before we sign off, we went to Target and I just bought a bundle. I always buy a Charmin Ultra Strong. That's just the brand I like on my butt, right?
Angel Soft. Just saying.
I used to be an Angel Soft guy. I used to. Till it tore through, and I didn't like that at all. Not pleasant.
Wiping too hard.
But hey, man. Well, anyways,
Seth, what's with that disdain, bro? What you mean?
He's disappointed because I didn't buy a product from his place. Anyways,
that is correct. That is accurate. Keep me employed, damn it.
Hey, man, I'm sorry, dude. I'm real particular about what I put up my butt. What I use to wipe my bum.
It's a sensitive subject for people.
Exactly. I like what you did there.
I just like toilet paper, man. I just like being able to wipe my ass. I don't know what to tell you,
dude. So we go to the cashier and we're just like, yeah, at least there's some toilet paper there, because God forbid people think that it's coming from the ports. And I literally just said, idiots. And the lady cracking up, she's like, I mean, all you gotta do is read. She flips over the freaking toilet paper thing and it says made in the USA, and then it literally said what state it's made in. It's like, if people could read. And then I'm like, if those kids could read, they'd be really upset. Bro, this lady gave us a $15 gift card because we were cool. Bro. And that's it. Like, and over here, like, we got the spiteful ass cashier that heard that we were just dogging on people for being idiots, and she's like, hey, these two are cool, here's $15. Have a great day. I'm like, this is great. This is awesome.
I don't like them people either.
It's like, I don't like these customers either. You don't like them, I don't like them. Hey, we're good. I like what's going on. Here's $15. I was like, wow, this is great. This is all. My wife and I were walking out to the car. We're like, wow, did we just bond over hatred of like dumb people? This is great.
Dude, what better to bond over than dumb people?
It's insane. I was just like, wow, man, we were just upset together, and it was awesome.
Right.
What a journey this was.
All those anime tell you about the power of love, but they never try the power of hate, man. I'm telling you.
Bro, hey man, so, like I remember there was a meme. I don't know, it was a meme or it was something, and it was like, "Oh, it costs nothing to be nice," and then it's like, "You acting like it costs nothing to be mean either." Shit.
How much does it cost to be an asshole?
Cost me
That's
nothing.
like
isn't it?
It's like you acting like it costs money to be an asshole. Yeah, go ahead, check. I'll be right here waiting. Oh God, my cheeks hurt.
That's it, everybody.
Woo.
That's what we're gonna go out to.
Yeah.
It costs nothing
That's
to be
it.
an
That's
asshole.
That's all.
It's like, yeah, man. Hey, it costs nothing to be nice, but it also costs nothing to be a dick. So just roll the dice.
Above all else.
Be
Oh
like,
God,
fuck,
maximum pettiness.
just reverse flash in the background. See you next week.
It was me, Barry.
It was me, Barry. It was me that changed the toilet paper from Charmin Ultra Strong to Angel Soft. Caused you to tear in it. Ah, yes, it was me.
You know what? Like my mom gave me some toilet paper that she was using. Like it was between paychecks, and I was like, hey, I don't really have enough. I could, but I'm kind of broke. She's like, okay, you just borrow a roll. I wish I didn't have to. That shit was so thin. I'm like, man, I feel like I'm sitting over here. It's like papyrus Egyptian script I'm trying to wipe my ass with. I hated this shit. Like,
bro, yeah, man. Nothing makes you more homesick or out of your element than not using your own toilet paper.
I'm saying,
Like there was a point, but this is last tangent before we go. There was a point in time where, like, whenever I would there towards the tail end of my military career, whenever we would go on our 2 weeks of training to the field, the last 3 that I went on, I brought my own roll of toilet paper every time. I would bring like 3 rolls, right? I didn't go through all 3, but it was just like, hey, in case one gets wet or whatever. Like,
Hey,
bro, life changing.
bro, I take my own toilet paper and wet wipes when I go on vacation because
that's smart.
I don't like hotel toilet paper.
Hey man, like look when I went to Universal Studios last year, we went to Universal Studios Island Adventure, and we stayed at one of their the hotels that comes with the bundle or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey man, I'm paying whatever the fuck for this hotel. Why is your toilet paper so shitty? No pun intended.
I would have intended that pun.
because it's bought in bulk.
I'm like, why? What the fuck? I'm paying out the ass for this room.
I mean, I get my mom's situation where it's like, hey, like the toilet has been clogged up before, so it's like we just buy thin toilet paper just to nip that in the bud. Like we don't have to pay for a plumber. I'm like, okay, cool. Over here though, I want the experience to be good. I don't. I'm over here like
I want this experience to be good.
I want to enjoy the go, as they say.
Oh, man.
I promise we're a Gunpla and Gundam related podcast.
This is hilarious, dude.
I swear it.
You don't get this kind of material everywhere.
That's
man.
right. We
I'm telling you.
talking about wiping our asses. We talking about Kamen Rider. We talking about
We got
hurricanes.
Transformers,
Yeah, baby.
Hurricanes, Pacific Rim, the occasional robot anime. I mean, hey, man.
Hey, look, there's probably model kits of all that. I'm not gonna check. You can check. I mean, yeah. Something
Attack
like
on
that.
Titan is a mecha anime.
Shut
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And guess what? On that bombshell, it's done.
No.
Y'all have a great day, evening, whatever. Thank you for listening. Check us out on Spotify, YouTube, whatever. Links in the description. Give us a thumbs up or whatever.
I was just joking.
Don't.
No.
Man. That's it.
It costs nothing to be evil. Be evil to him.
Yeah, man. Remember, that's Ready Builder 2. Send him all the hate bullshit. That's Ready Builder 2. I'm the Gunpla Stop. That's Mr. Jahan over there. Yeah, man. On that, we out. Later.
Toodles.